Hey everybody, this is Pastor Dan. Welcome to 3 Clipboards Part 3. This is the last part of a series we've been doing here in the First Forward for these past few weeks, looking at some exciting new ways you can serve and get connected here at church in the fall. I've got my 3 clipboards right here, but before I get to all that, please be sure to take a look at everything in the First Forward this week. We've got a ton of exciting stuff coming up here at the church. This Sunday in the worship service, we're doing a special blessing of the backpacks. So please bring your backpacks, your diaper bags, laptop bags, briefcases, young and old, students and professionals of all ages. Bring your backpacks to church for a special back-to-school blessing as we kick off the school year together. That's happening this Sunday in the worship service. Also, the outreach team would probably skin me alive if I didn't mention the rummage sale coming up September 6th and 7th here at church. This is our biggest fundraiser of the year, and we need a lot of help. We need help with setup, tear down, working cash registers, organizing and sorting the stuff. If there is anything you can do to help, please sign up at the Connection Center this Sunday and let us know. Now on to the clipboards. If you missed earlier parts of this series, you'll find links in the First Forward somewhere under this video. Last week we talked about the Welcome Team, which is a new team we are putting together here at church to help us better welcome visitors and new folks on Sunday mornings. And I see we've already got some names on here. That is awesome to see, but I would love to see a few more names. So if you haven't signed up for that, please consider doing so. Also, 2 weeks ago, we talked about choir signups, and honestly, you guys, this sheet is looking pretty shabby. I was really hoping to see more names here of new folks hoping to join choir, but there's still time. That's the good news. Choir doesn't kick off until September 3rd, so please, if you have any interest in joining the choir, committing to singing twice a month here at church, please sign up and let us know. The third and final clipboard, though, which is the focus of this video, is the sign-up sheet for fall small groups. And I see that we already have a number of names here, which I love to see. Keep that coming. Now, if you've never been in a small group before, let me tell you about it. It is awesome. Small groups are one of the best ways to get connected, to build community, to learn more about the Bible, and to deepen your own faith. And this fall, we are launching our small groups with a 9-week study of this book right here, Inspired by Rachel Held Evans. This is an amazing book that was released just last year, so it is pretty hot off the presses. It's the final book by one of my favorite authors, Rachel Held Evans, who she tragically passed away just a few months ago. And if you've never heard of Rachel's work, you really need to read this book. Part of it is the story of her journey with the Bible, and the other part of it, the other aspect of this book, is sort of a crash course in how to read the Bible well. So the one piece is Rachel's story of growing up in very conservative, fundamentalist Christianity, where the Bible was basically used as a weapon. The Bible was the book that you would hit other people over the head with to prove how right you are and how wrong they are, which is honestly a pretty backwards, awful, unhealthy way to read the Bible. And so part of this book is the story of how she left all that behind for a healthier, life-affirming, forward-thinking approach to the faith, and how she rediscovered her love for the Bible in a more healthy way as well. The other piece of this book, though, which I really love, and this is the bulk of the book, is an overview of the various different genres, the different types of stories we find in the Bible. She's got a chapter on war stories, all those violent, problematic stories we find in the Bible that we wrestle with all the time. She's got a chapter on gospel stories, the stories in the Bible about Jesus. You got creation stories here, wisdom stories, church stories, all these different genres we find in the Bible with suggested strategies for how to engage deeply with Scripture in a healthy, Christ-centered way. That's what this book is about. And I've just got to say, I've been at this church for a little over a year now, and over the course of that time, I have seen a number of you rekindle your own curiosity and your own interest in the Bible, your own love for the Bible. I've talked with a few folks from our church who have basically all but given up on the Bible. I've talked with folks who kind of came to the point of basically Writing the Bible off as irrelevant, boring, not having anything to say to our lives, just too ancient, violent, sexist, or what have you, only to have their own interest and love for the Bible rekindled as we've been studying it together in church these past 12 months together. And that really excites me. And I really think that this is the perfect book for where we are as a church right now. We've got copies of this book on hand at the Connection Center. You can take a look at them in person this Sunday at church. We're selling them for $10 a pop, which is cheaper than Amazon once you factor in sales tax and shipping. If you're curious about the Bible, if you want to learn more about the Bible and how to read it well, or even if you're someone who already knows the Bible, you've read it extensively, but you're interested to see a refreshing take on how to approach it, this book is for you. We're kicking off small groups here in late September, so about 1 month from now. This series is going to run for 9 weeks, so it will be over by Thanksgiving, and there's no long-term commitment. We've got leaders for these groups. We've got hosts for these groups. A number of them will be happening off campus. We could run as many as 5 or 6, depending on how many folks sign up. And that's what we need to know from you. We need to know how many people are actually interested in doing small groups in the fall and when you're available. So sign up at the Connection Center. Let us know your availability. And I look forward to diving into the Bible together with you this fall. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Grace and peace to you, and I will see you on Sunday morning.